They said I was a criminal. Maybe I was, but I swear my wife pushed me to do it. That night on the Lagos highway, rain fell like judgment. Police sirens painted the road red and blue. My hands gripped the steering wheel of that old truck, shaking when they dragged me out. All I could say was, I didn't mean to. I just wanted to make her proud. But let me start from the beginning. Before the chaos, I was just Chijioke Nwosu, a humble mechanic in Lagos. My small workshop sat under a mango tree near Ojuelegba, and my hands, always oily and rough, were my only tools of survival. Life was simple, but we had love. My wife Adaeze would bring me lunch wrapped in nylon, smile shyly and say, "Baby, one day you will fix cars for senators." I did laugh and reply, "If senator motor break down, I go fix am for free." She would roll her eyes and smile. Those were the days when love didn't need money to breathe. But things changed. It began when Adaeze bought her first smartphone. Every evening, she would scroll through Instagram, admiring couples who traveled, dressed well and posted captions about soft life. One night, she showed me a picture of a man posing with his wife beside a white Mercedes. See Uche and his wife. They just bought a new car and moved to Lekki, she said, and I smiled. Good for them. She frowned. Good for them? Chijioke, when will it be good for us? You are comfortable living with nothing. Her voice cracked like a whip. That was the first time she said I wasn't man enough. Soon, the words came more often, like small knives disguised as jokes. If the lights went off, she did sigh loudly. Other women are sleeping under AC. Look at me sweating here. If I brought home 5,000 naira after a long day, she did ease. What kind of man is satisfied with this? Once, during a neighbor's naming ceremony, her friend's husband drove up in a new car. Adaeze laughed loudly and said, "My husband too is a mechanic, but not the rich kind, the oily, struggling type." Everyone laughed. I forced a smile, but inside, something broke quietly. One afternoon, a rich woman brought her Prado Jeep. When I fixed it, she gave me 10,000 naira as a tip. Adaeze's eyes lit up. That night, she said, "Imagine if all your customers were like her. You did finally make real money." I can't keep living like this, Chijioke. I didn't marry you to suffer. I looked at her gently. Adaeze, I fix cars, I no print money. She folded her arms. That's what small men always say. Those words stung worse than any insults. Mama Ebere, my mother, came to visit the next week. She noticed the tension. "My son," she said quietly, "a good woman helps you rise, but a greedy one pulls your legs while you climb." I laughed, brushing it off. "Mama, Adaeze just wants better." Mama shook her head. "There is wanting better, and there is despising what you already have." I didn't understand her fully then. Her birthday came. She said it would be small. But when the day arrived, she rented chairs, hired a DJ, and invited everyone she knew, including people richer than us. When I tried to stop her, she snapped. "A real man should be happy to celebrate his wife. You think being broke is humility?" That night, I borrowed 40,000 naira just to keep up. After the party, while she removed her makeup, I sat on the floor counting my debt. "You happy now?" I asked quietly. She didn't even look up. "A real man doesn't complain," she responded. A week later, My old friend Bensi arrived, gold chains, perfume, and arrogance. He parked his tinted SUV by the workshop and shouted, "My guy, you still there under this mango tree?" Adaeze rushed out to greet him, smiling wider than she did smiled at me in months. When he left, she said softly, "You see your mate? He's making things happen. You are just fixing boats." I tried to defend myself. "Bensi's money no pure," she scoffed. "At least it is money. Yours smells of grease and disappointment." That night I couldn't eat. The next Sunday after church, she refused to enter the keke napep I flagged down. My friend's husband just dropped her in a Lexus. I can't keep entering tricycle like a poor woman. When we reached home, she stood by the door and said quietly, "You are not man enough for me anymore, Chijioke. Maybe you will never." Those words echoed for weeks. Benson came again. We met in a bar. He leaned closer, whispering, "One night job, you will make 500,000 naira. Just drive a truck from Mapapa to Badagry. Easy money." I said no. But that night, Adaeze's words replayed in my mind. "You are not man enough. You can't give me the life I deserve." By morning, I called Benson. "I'll do it." It rained heavily that night. Before starting the engine, I prayed, "Lord, forgive me. I'm doing this for her." But love mixed with pride is a dangerous prayer. Halfway down the highway, police lights flashed. Benson ran, I froze. Within minutes, they dragged me out, shouting, "You are under arrest." I kept screaming. I don't know what is inside, but the crate in the truck held guns. In the station, a detective slammed the photos down. "You think we are fools?" I cried. "It was my wife. He cut me off. Your wife didn't drive that truck. You did." When I faced court, Adaeze sat there, looking beautiful, cold, untouchable. "He never told me about any job," she said. "He acted alone." I looked at her and whispered, "Why?" She avoided my eyes. Prison stripped me of everything: pride, anger, even tears. Days blurred into night. I fixed radios and fans for inmates just to feel human again. Then one morning, a guard handed me a letter. Mama Ebere was gone. I cried like a child. Outside, Adaeze moved in with her rich lover. She posted photos in fancy apartments with captions like "soft life or nothing." But peace doesn't live in vanity. 3 years later, I stepped out of prison gates with a Bible and a 1,000 naira. No one came for me. I started again, painted a signboard that read, "Honest Auto Repairs." I worked quietly, smiling when I could. Then I heard Adeze's lover was arrested for fraud. She lost everything. Even her friends disappeared. One morning, as I fixed a customer's car, I looked up, and there she was, thin, tired, standing at the edge of the road. "Chijioke," she whispered. I said nothing. "I'm sorry," she continued. I wiped my hands on a rag and said, "Sorry doesn't fix broken engines or broken hearts." She cried quietly. Later, I went to Mama's grave. "Mama," I said, "I understand now. Love without contentment is poison." Benson came again with another offer. "Clean job," he said. I smiled and walked away. That road nearly killed me once. Weeks later, a young boy named Ikena came to my shop. "Uncle, I want to learn work." I took him in, taught him how to fix cars and how to be honest. When Adaeze fell sick, I paid her hospital bill anonymously and left. She later came to thank me. eyes red with tears. You still have a heart. After all I did. Forgiveness is cheaper than bitterness, I said. She broke down. It wasn't just money I wanted. I wanted people to envy me. And I wanted you to love me without it, I replied. We stood under the rain in silence. We never got back together, but we found peace. She started serving food at a church kitchen, smiling again. And me, I fixed cars, laughed with Ikena, and slept without guilt. One day, a reporter asked, "Sir, is it true you went to prison?" I smiled. Yes, that's where I found freedom. That night, I looked at my signboard, glowing under the street lights, honest auto repairs, and I whispered. They said my wife pushed me to do it, but the truth is, greed doesn't need much pushing, just a whisper. Thank you for watching this story. Always remember that comparison kills gratitude. A woman's words can build or break a man. And when love becomes a competition, both hearts lose the prize. Don't forget to give this story a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel if you are yet to do so. Do well to share this story to your loved ones. Until I come your way again. Bye for now.